Hello everybody, this is Water Tips. I'm back now. As you remember last video we covered the Gorilla Grodd mission. I believe in order to complete that mission you do have to come in here and talk to Flash.
Hey, it's my partner in Monkey Ball. You up for a new crisis? Cause Hive's taken over the Metrodome, and Superman thinks you can handle it.
Once you talk to Flash, you complete the mission. Go in your journal by pushing the option button and go to No More Monkey Business. Yeah, like I said, every time you check your journal, there'll always be a green question mark area. You just push the button to complete it. Completes the mission. As you can see, I gained to level 9. You can acquire a new power, which is the this power right here. Like I said, you always get different powers depending on what power you have. I have water power, so as opposed to this new power is a shark you can throw at people. It's actually quite interesting. See? As well as, let me see what else. We also got a skill point. Or no, we didn't get a skill point. I think it's every other one you get a skill point. But anyway, we also acquired a Guardian chest please, which you can also access here. And you collect it. There we go. And then this particular item that you get from this particular mission, I think it drops, is called the XP Plus Booster Box. You can read the description for it, but basically what it does when you equip it, you use it, and then you're surrounded by a purple glow, which allows you to upgrade your experience a lot faster and get through missions, but it's something you can choose as optional. I do recommend it if you want to get to the 30th level possible, but if you want to just explore the game more and try all the things in the game as much as possible, I recommend you just kind of hold off on it. So anyhow, that's that for now. So you on talking to Flash, what you want to do now is you want to fly over to the person who has the mission, because you want to do the Attack Braniac mission, so you want to collect that real quick.
Braniac is attacking. He's targeting sites to bottle and bombarding us with troops. We need your help before it gets worse.
This is Oracle. You took out a Braniac ship, so taking out his forces on the ground should be a cakewalk. He's staging his front line nearby. Head over there and kick some can. Okay, so
the mission's already set up. As you can see, the exploration terminal, the kiosk, which is the Booster Gold exploration missions. He will speak. Basically, you see light, it's glowing with exclamation point that shows there's always one ready to explore. So what you want to do is just push circle to activate it.
Hi, I'm Booster Gold, and welcome to Exploration Adventures with Booster Gold. This adventure will take you to Metropolis's Queensland Boardwalk. Once a prosperous amusement park and beach, the boardwalk is now a twisted and broken reminder of our tumultuous times.
As you can see, the mission box tells you what to do. Visit the fun-filled Queensland Boardwalk and Metropolis with Booster Gold. Objectives are use the Queensland Boardwalk entrance, use the Queensland Boardwalk entrance, use the Queensland Boardwalk Ferris wheel kiosk. They're all located throughout Metropolis, kind of in the area we were last video with the Gorilla Grodd mission. So you go ahead and access it. Once you access, the question mark will, or the exclamation point will disappear, meaning it's part of your missions now. You want to push options. So what we're going to do is we have the journal. As you can see, there's a new mission up there called Pest Control, which we will cover in the next video, which is the Hive mission. For now, we're going to do the Attack Braniac mission, but actually before we do the Attack Braniac, we're going to do the exploration, because I want to show you a few tricks you can do with the exploration. As you can see, once you select it, it says in the lower right-hand part of your screen, go to Metropolis, continue your mission. That's where we're going to go. Also, too, a quick thing real quick here, if you go up these stairs, look where we're at, show that video, to right of the portal, to the mailboxes, you'll see upper right-hand corner where the map is at, you'll see a little icon that looks like a mail, like an envelope. It's like an icon that shows you have mail. You want to access your mail by pushing circle. You'll see inbox, you have 3 things here. You want to access by accepting it. When you hear the noise, that means it collected it. You just got a piece of gear. The next one's Daybreak Game Company. They'll tell you some things about the 75 years of Batman with this sleek modern costume for Legends PvP, available exclusively to members. You want to collect that. And then the next one is for Robin. These are Legends PvP characters you can collect. They always drop this particular part of the game, attachment. Collect that. Doesn't you do it twice, sometimes work. Then once you get it, you just push the option button to go to your inventory. You select all the way to the left to inventory. You'll find these items into your thing, as well as the first piece, which is a bio-shaped Gorillium leggings piece. Equip that, it's higher. And then you get the exabyte data modern Batman. You select that, and the data Robin exabyte. When you select these, they'll be all part of Legends PvP, which I can show you real quick, I guess. You go in here, and you scroll all the way to the right with the R1 button as opposed to R2 and L2. These scroll for these little maps. You go all the way to area PvP or Legend PvP. And when you select one to be able to play, you push square to access this and turn it on, and then when you go to the right where it says My Status, it'll bring up a window that shows what characters you got, like the ones you just collected, Robin, whoever else you just collected, and you can use them in a PvP Legends match, which consists of different things where you can earn points rewards, as well as Marks of Valor, which we will get into in a video later on. And that's it for that now. It gives you a little bit of a teaser about it. Anyhow, let's move on. We're going to go ahead and do the first exploration. So you want to head to Metropolis. Okay, so outside Metropolis. As you notice on your upper lower right hand corner, it says 3 different terminals you have to access. Use entrance kiosk, use merry-go-round kiosk, and use the Ferris wheel kiosk. If you look behind us, you can see where there's villain players on the opposite faction, which can attack you if you have a PvP phase unlocked. To do that, you go up on the switch, push up, or just toggle PvP. If I toggle that, they'll be able to attack me, which I don't want to do, because if you do that, then you'll be in a PvP phase, which means they can't hurt you, attack you, and kill you as long as you're in that phase. So that's something I just want to show you real quick. More on that later. Anyway, if you in order to see, the first one is use entrance kiosk. You look at the arrows on your map, the yellow, there's 3 of them for the different 3 kiosks. The first one's coming up right now, as you can see as they get closer to it. You probably noticed earlier on the Gorilla Ground mission we did, these terminals. This is when you want to access it. You push circle, and you'll hear
In past years, the sounds and sights of the Queensland Boardwalk were intoxicating. The aroma of cotton candy and hot dogs drifted through the air as people relaxed and enjoyed the many attractions. But that was before Gorilla Grodd's forces invaded. And let me, Booster Gold, be the one to tell you, a barrel full of monkeys really isn't all that fun.
As you notice, there's a little tiny square button you can use to skip it. That button wasn't always available, but they added to the games when people didn't want to see the inventory that are familiar with the story or the kiosk before. They went ahead and took it out. Now we're heading to the next one, which is the merry-go-round kiosk. It's located over here across this area where the gorillas, we did a previous mission. They were here before, of course. They're always here. It's just they're not accessible until you actually activate the exploration mission. As you can see in the next one, this is the merry-go-round kiosk.
The carousel, or merry-go-round, traces its roots back to a cavalry training mechanism from the 12th century, but didn't become a form of recreation until sometime around the 17th century.
You can still hear him talk. You just push the square button to skip it.
Maybe I, Booster Gold, should ask Rip Hunter to go back in time and get the full story.
It really saves you some time, because if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, you can push the cinematics fast, and you can still hear them while you're traveling to the next one. Here's the last one of 3, use Ferris wheel kiosk.
Ready for some more history? I knew you were. The Ferris wheel was preceded by the pleasure wheel, dating back to the 17th century. Pleasure wheel passengers rode in chairs that were suspended in a large wooden ring, which was then rotated by a strongman. Sounds like a job for Superman.
Okay, that's the last one. As you can see, it says go down to Little Bohemia MPD station to continue your mission. It always shows you down the right-hand corner of our mission, so it makes everything pretty self-explanatory. Even if the little icon people don't come like Superman or, you know, Booster Gold or talking with Exploration, whoever's talking, even Oracle, they'll always tell you what to do next. So it's not like, even though I'm helping you, they'll always have that to tell you. You'll always see the glows. You can see for distance, you can see the purple glows. Like right now, those 2 are obviously the races that we did, or can do, and then the other one is the station. They'll always glow up or light so you can see them from a distance, so you can locate them. There's different ones, orange, purple, and green. Orange is for actual main missions, like the Gorilla Ground mission we did last video. I don't know if you noticed it, but it's a actual orange color portal. This one's green for the stations. We're going to go ahead and enter it. Okay, now we're back in the station. And so basically all you're doing, as you can see, it says use the Little Bohemia PvP kiosk. So you want to go back over to the kiosk. When we first activated, they do the exploration mission from the beginning. And as you can see, there's a question mark saying to complete it. On a per circle. When you do that,
the Queensland Boardwalk is an important part of Metropolis. It memorializes trouble-free days of our past, when happiness was found in a walk along the beach with a corn dog in hand. Say, you know who makes a great corn dog? Big Belly Burger. Their corn dogs and burgers are belly good.
As you can see, you finished up the exploration by talking. And you want to see where it says press for journal access, which is the option button. Again, it says a question mark, explore the Queensland Boardwalk, which we just did. You want to access it by saying complete. It's flashing X on the screen. Push it, get 300 XP, plus, of course, the Ring of Better Days. And that's what I wanted to show you with these explorations. Not only do you get experience for them, you can get little prizes for them, like little tiny trinkets like the ring, which is part of your inventory. I will show you right now. If you access the inventory, you'll see the ring we just got from the exploration. It's called the Ring of Better Days. You just select it by putting the cursor over it, pushing circle, square or X, and it goes into your slot right there. There's the other slot, which we're about to do next for the next exploration, which will give us that prize in a minute. Access it, pushing
I'm
circle.
Booster Gold. You might remember me from other exploration adventures, such as Chinatown, Gotham's East End, and the harrowing Suicide Slum. Today's exploration will take us to Metropolis University, a world-class institution of higher learning.
Of course, this one's for the main hall in Metropolis, which we'll be traveling right now. As you can see, there's an exclamation one. We're not going to do that one. We're just going to do the second one. I just want to show you how to get these started. And we're only going to do a second exploration because we want to get to the Attack Braniac mission pretty soon. So I can show you that. Excuse me. You want to access your journal in case it's not already there. You go to where it's like Explore Metropolis again, select it, and you should hear them come on again. As you can see, it says use the main hall kiosk, use the residence hall kiosk, and use the bell tower kiosk. And like I said, it's going to take us a second to get there because I don't have the upgraded flight yet, or I should say skimming, so it's going to take a little bit to skim over there. One thing we can do on the way is just collect a few investigations while we're doing it. As you notice, I'm flying up here to the top. Here's another briefing investigation. We're going to go ahead and select it for now.
This is Vicky Vale with a special JLA watch on the super teen called Supergirl. Superman's headstrong younger cousin, Supergirl also survived the destruction of Krypton by coming here to planet Earth. She has all of Superman's amazing powers in a teenage girl's body. Lex Luthor and criminals everywhere. You've been warned.
So as you can see, that was a Supergirl briefing. There are certain blue briefings that you access that will tell about a particular iconic character's history a little bit, or tell about the character itself just a little bit. Not a long story, but just a brief one. As you can see, I'm coming to another briefing here. We're going to go ahead and access this one too. If you remember what these are, you might want to take note of them. So next time you play the game yourself, you can see where these are, locate them.
This is Lois Lane for Daily Planet Live. Just blocks from the Metropolis Metrodome, where LexCorp, Star Labs, and the Hive are at war. The Hive is led by their Queen Bee, an alien princess from the planet Coral who uses her mind control pollen to swell her insectile ranks. The JLA is advising all citizens to stay out of the area until further notice. More as the story progresses.
As you can see, we're just passing the villain station, which is the Lexcellence, they call it. It's the Little Bohemia nightclub, as opposed to the Little Bohemia police station. So the villains have the nightclub that we're just passing that area. Of course, you don't want to get too close because you will be shooted away by the guards outside the building. You can't enter it by any means or go too close to it. Anyhow, moving on. Here's the main residence hall. Here's the first one called the main hall kiosk. We're going to go ahead and access it.
This is the heart of Metropolis University, the main building, Corlin Hall. Students start their journey here so that they will soon be transforming tomorrow. I, Booster Gold, am here to transform yesterday, protecting my past to ensure your future.
If you're looking to find this area here, you're going to see there's two in the same area, a green one and a blue one. We're going to go ahead and get both of them.
Happerson's Journal. Type 2 carbon crystallization susceptibility.
Now here's the blue one.
I am Jack Ryder, and you are wrong. Why? Because of a purple people eater named Parasite, friend. He can suck the life force out of everything from a Studebaker to Superman. Even a Kryptonian is no match for Parasite's pain drain. And now, Lex is whipping up billions of little parasites. And out of who? You and me, friend. You and me! And if you think he'll stop there, you are wrong!
Okay, here's the next kiosk.
This
Prison Hall
residential
kiosk.
hall, Mark Neupert Dormitory, is where future young intellects go to sleep between classes. It's also where they awkwardly fail to meet members of the opposite sex. Well, if only they had the charisma
Like I
and
said, all you have to do
confidence
is all
of yours
these on your
truly,
map. If it's too
Booster
confusing,
Gold.
is look at your little tiny compass map in the corner, right hand corner. It shows you the arrows that'll show you where to go. It takes a little bit to get used to. Once you do, it makes everything much easier so you can find it. Because the Metropolis open world, or whatever you're at, Gotham, whatever, they're pretty open. They're pretty big open worlds, so you need them to help you with the map.
The Thaddeus
Here's
V.
the last kiosk.
Maxwell Bell Tower has been a local landmark since the university was first established
Tower.
back in 1958. Many a future supervillain has climbed to the top of this tower and looked out across the city thinking, all of this will be mine one day. But they don't reckon on Booster Gold being there to save the day. Well, hypothetically, I mean.
Okay, that's the last one for now. As you can see, there's actually, if you remember this location, the bell tower, there's an investigation you push. If you push it, it'll talk about somewhere special.
Some of you may recognize me. They call me Superman. Before I return to the Watchtower, let me introduce my cousin, a member of the JSA, who you may recognize as well. Power Girl.
This is Power Girl.
As you can see, I talked about Power Girl. They all just talk about different people, depending on which ones you get. There's so many of them in the game, I believe, even in Gotham, all over the world. Like I said, it's just a map too. If you push the triangle button, you can also do it while it's flying. You can see if you scroll with the R2 button to the right, where it says map, you can see that I'm actually where I'm at in the map. As you can scroll with the R3 analog stick, you can zoom around the map a little bit, see where we're at. The little arrow is me, various things. It's like a regular map. You can zoom in and out by pushing R1 to zoom in, or zoom out. If you push the wrong button, you zoom out with the R1, L1 buttons like that. You can see wherever the map is, the whole city. Anyway, more on that later on. I just want to give you a glimpse of that. We're going to continue on back to the station, because we still got to do the Attack Braniac mission. Pardon me. As you can see, the Metropolis is a very, very big open world, bigger than been expected for some people. That's why it's required to use the maps and to locate where you're back to where you're going to go.
Speaking.
Oh, there he goes, talking
Given your
again.
past work, I know you're the one to handle this situation. The Hive and Queen Bee are usually more interested in creating drones than hijacking trucks. But that's just what they're doing at the Metropolis Metrodome. They're attacking Star Labs transports to steal mass payloads of exobytes. We must reduce our losses. Those exobytes are critical to defeating Braniac.
Okay, as you can see, I flew over a certain area where the Hive mission's at, which we're not going to be covering today, but you got a little glimpse, a little bit of a prequel on it to test the mission out to see what it is about it. So the next video I'll probably be doing will be on the Hive mission. Right now we're going to go ahead and go back in the station so we complete the exploration, and then head on to the Attack Braniac mission. Okay, back in the station and complete the same process. It says use little Bohemian MPD station kiosk. So you just fly around to where it was at, locate it, Select the question mark, set this complete, push circle.
So, do you feel smarter after spending some time at Metropolis University? You'd be amazed to learn how many people tell me I make them feel a lot more intelligent. It's a gift, I suppose, but it's just part of the wonder of being Booster Gold. Join me for more exciting exploration adventures throughout the city.
As you can see, I just go out another ring. You can put that in another slot. Now I have both rings. That's a little trick I learned to get your ring slots filled up when they're empty. That's one thing you can do. So later on when they drop more powerful rings or more powerful equipment, you can place them into those and get rid of the other ones. So that's a little trick I learned. As you see, there's one exploration left, but we're not going to access it this time. I just wanted to show you how those work. And then we're going to go ahead and go over to Attack Braniac. Go to your mission, make sure you select it. Go to Attack Braniac, push it, and you should probably talk again.
This is Oracle. You took out a Braniac ship, so taking out his forces on the ground should be a cakewalk. He's staging his front line nearby. Head over there and kick some can.
Okay, so of course, like everything else, whatever mission selected, as you probably know, there's a pattern now for whatever you select. There's a certain direction you have to go on your little map, mini-map it shows you. For this particular one, we're going to go right behind the LPD station, LPD station. There's a guy, his name is Magnetor SL, we talked to him.
Look at this mess! Cover me while we take out these bogeys!
Once you talk to him, you have to eliminate the invading Braniac forces, which are attacking the little building behind here. Go over here, let's attack them. You have to kill 20 of them. Fairly easy, not too difficult. Like I said, all these are pretty low missions. Nothing how familiar you are with the game. So we just complete the last one. So once you're done with that, you want to go ahead and fly up here, get out of the way of their attacks, because they'll keep attacking you. You push journal again, go to Attack Braniac first mission.
This is Oracle.
Select it.
You took out a Braniac ship, so taking out his forces on the ground should be a cakewalk. He's staging his front line nearby. Head over there and kick some can.
So as you notice, the second part of the mission, you have to transport the captured civilians to Star Labs drop-off points.
Finally, a signal. Get ready to move. Braniac is capturing other exobyte targets, so he's definitely planning to bottle the whole place. Save those people and take them to the drop-off safe zone nearby.
There's a briefing here, we're going to go ahead and collect it.
Attention, citizens of Earth. Do not attempt to resist, or you will be destroyed. This planet, and all it contains, already belongs to Braniac. Your resistance only prolongs the inevitable.
So, as you can see, we're transporting the captured civilians to Star Labs drop-off point, which is right here. You just drop it on top of the little terminal. It collects it. We gotta do it for 4 more people. Like, as you can see, you just pick them up like you do barrels and stuff like that with a circle button. Just drop it right over here. You don't even have to really drop it. You can just pick it up with a circle button, hover over here, whatever you're doing, and then you just go over the cursor, the white cursor, and it drops it right there. There's a few more. And of course, you also have to destroy 10 Braniac accumulators, which is these little spire-looking things. I killed them 1, I have to kill 9 more. I have 2 more citizens I gotta bring over there to the thing. Gotta do 1 more over here. If there's any of these guys around, just make sure you kill them, because they'll try to attack you if you're trying to do something. See, like this. And this last one, you can even push circle and drop it, and it'll go right into place. I gotta kill some more accumulators. Excuse me. Okay, we just completed that little section of the mission. It's just the first part, I believe. Just go into your journal, activate to finish that part.
Finally, a signal. Get ready to move. Braniac is capturing other exobyte targets, so he's definitely planning to bottle the whole place. Save those people and take them to the drop-off safe zone nearby.
Okay, so she wants us to go to the next part.
Ooh, we've made him mad. He's targeting all of my comm frequencies. Luckily, I know a few tricks. So get to Braniac's ground zero. With all those troops and ships, he'll start bottling any moment unless you stop him.
As you can see, I'm doing a little trick here. As you can see, the arrow says to go to the next section, but I'm just using this area to kill the rest of the accumulators of this part. So I don't have to come over there. You can do that, or you can go to the actual location. I'm just choosing to kill them here in the actual same area. A little trick I learned. So you can kill 15 of them here if you want to. Okay, we killed 9. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next area. We can get the rest over here. Here's the first one we gotta do is just for the Braniac communication array. Here's the first one. You gotta make sure there's nobody around the array because they will attack you, keep you from activating it or deactivating it, I should say. You want to clear out the area a little bit so that they don't attack you. There's the second one. See if I can get it. I was able to get it successfully. Here's the third one. This one over here. I'm gonna go with the one over here. It's a little more empty with troops or Braniac forces, so I'm gonna go over here and try and get someone behind. Just a little sneak ass. There we go. Okay, here's the last one. Looks like I was able to get it successfully. And once you're done, that's it with that. Back in your journal, complete it.
Ooh, we've made him mad. He's targeting all of my comm frequencies. Luckily, I know a few tricks. So get to Braniac's ground zero. With all those troops and ships, he'll start bottling any moment unless you stop him.
Okay, as you can see, we go back to the Little Bohemia MPD station to complete the mission. Once I do get to the upgraded skimming, I'll be able to get my speed up a little faster so I can fly through this quicker. This takes a bit of upgrading to do. Okay, so then as you can see, you get returned to Officer Vega.
Nice job. That should buy us some time to form a counterattack against Braniac.
Go to missions and select to complete the mission Attack Braniac. You'll notice we got a little pendant, Morning Star pendant. That's our next piece, so you go back into your inventory, select the necklace piece, and put it in here. See, now we got almost all our slots full. The only thing we need is a shoulder piece. That's almost completing the whole thing. You always want to go back to the vendors over here where you can sell some items you don't need to get more money. Of course, if you're legendary, you'll have unlimited funds to access cash. I believe
Keeping
for
your
free
equipment in
it's
good working order
1,000
makes
and
all the
premium
difference,
it's
as well as making sure you've
1,500,
got the
2,000.
latest, greatest gear.
So you want to push triangle to repair gear if it's damaged. If you go to sell, you can sell pieces of equipment to get others. Like so. If you look in here too where you can buy stuff, you might see a few pieces of gear you could buy. I think I can buy a chest piece now. I can buy the leg piece, head piece, hand piece, waist, feet. Then you go back to your inventory and just go ahead and equip the necessary newer pieces. Oops, I only got 2, that's okay, I can sell that one. So here's all the older pieces, and you can go back in and sell those and get cash back.
Keeping your equipment
Use
in
them
good
again.
working order makes all the difference, as well as making sure you've got the latest, greatest gear.
Go. You can even check over here to see if Agent Patel's got anything you can
Star
sell
Labs'
now.
goal is to
I
keep
believe
our
you can sell
allies
the
equipped with
leg
the
piece.
most advanced technologies.
So you can click the leg piece. There we go. Sell the other one.
Star Labs' goal is to keep our allies equipped with the most advanced technologies.
There we go. Okay. Then we have to go over to here. So that's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, thank you for watching. This is Water Tips. I do thank you for watching. The next video we'll be doing will be the Hive mission. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks, guys.